Hello everybody and welcome to the Stretford Paddock, and it's me, Omar here, and I'm delighted to be joined by Ryan again. Ryan, how are you doing, mate?
How are you?
I'm not too bad, So we're going to be touching upon the most recent press conference that's just happened. It was by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on the eve of the Chelsea game on Sunday, and he touched upon, it was mainly consisted of transfers, wasn't it, Ryan?
Yeah.
I mean, he touched upon, because there's been a lot of criticism recently, once the transfer window ended, we had a lot of fans going in uproar, really, because we didn't really strengthen the midfield, did we?
Rightly so.
Well, let's say what Solskjaer had to say. He said, on transfer criticism, he claimed that there's not a feeling inside the club or with the fans, from what I've met, about negativity. We're excited with the ones we've brought in. Then he goes on and says there's money available when the right players are available. Ryan, do you think he's just saying these things
I don't agree that there's not a feeling of discontent among the fan base.
Right, yeah, 100%.
I think everyone knew that midfield was a priority. We haven't addressed it. And for me, that's the main problem going into the season.
So do you think then, it kind of feels as if we're one injury away from almost a nightmare.
If Pogba gets injured,
it's an absolute nightmare.
Midfield is very, very low.
So, what are you confident then going into the season with this midfield, or do you think, oh no, we might scrape top four? Actually,
you've got to be optimistic, because if you're not optimistic in football, it's a bit pointless taking any interest in it. But at the same time, you've got to be realistic and, like you said, one injury away from a very, very mediocre midfield. But having said that, if we start well against Chelsea, and then the first 3 games we're taking maximum points, I'm sure the optimism is going to pick back up and among some of the fans.
So we talk about the transfer window, and I know a lot of fans will be relieved that it is over. And Ollie kind of coincides with that, and he says, do you know, I think when the transfer window closes, it's a great feeling or relief. Now it's done now, we're looking forward with it, and I'm delighted with the 3 we've signed. Come on, he must have wanted more, surely,
yeah,
Ryan?
He definitely did. He 100% did. I mean, I'm happy with the 3 that we've got. I think Wan-Bissaka, we touched it on one of the other podcasts we did, is a massive upgrade at right back. Sealed Maguire, the back 4 is looking very solid now.
Well, it's arguably one of the best back 4s in the league, I think.
100%. It's definitely the best back 4 since Ferguson.
I think there's a nice balance to it, isn't there, at the moment?
Definitely.
Because with the 2 centre-back partnerships, where Lindelof lacks, Maguire
excels,
and then we've arguably got the best 2 fullbacks we've had in quite a while.
When it's been Antonio Valencia and Ashley Young for so many years, it's not hard.
Let's not remind us. So, on a positive note about transfers, Solskjaer touched upon Harry Maguire, and then, as we well know, Harry Maguire recently moved for an £80 million fee. And Solskjaer says, Harry has impressed me, very much so. He has come in as a presence. He is taller and bigger than I thought. He has come in as a real plus. He will have a real impact on the rest of the boys. Ryan, how would you assess the impact Harry Maguire could potentially have on this Manchester United side?
Obviously, the comparisons to Van Dijk, because of the price tag, is always going to be there. I don't think it's going to be to that level. However, he's 100% better than anything that we had at centre half.
Yeah.
And I do think he's got the ability and the leadership qualities to be able to come into that back 4 and just completely make it.
Do you think then he's going to make every single one of them better?
I think not just the back 4, I think he'll make the midfield, especially Pogba, and the wide players a bit more secure in what they're doing, because I feel like subconsciously with the players that we've had, when we've had the likes of Smalling and Jones at centre half, they've thought, we lose the ball, we've got them.
We're in trouble here.
Whereas I feel like Maguire's just going to bring that confidence throughout the whole team, not just the back 4, that right, if we lose the ball, we've got a good back 4 now. And like I say, anything goes down that right hand side, Wan-Bissaka's cleaning it up.
Got it, hasn't he?
Through the middle, Maguire's cleaning it up.
Yep. So we'll touch upon a bit of the negativity as well, because obviously it's been circulating on a lot of social media throughout the whole fan base, really. And Ollie touched upon this. He says, negativity, well, that's not the feeling inside the club. And the feeling is the fans I've met are excited with the ones we've had. There are always going to be fans out there wanting to sign players. That's part and parcel of being here. Then he goes on to say, we are feeling very confident and don't feel that negativity. you are talking about. Do you think the criticism is right then, Ryan, then, the negativity? Or do you think we should get behind the team now, scrap the transfer window, forget about all what's happened over the summer?
There's no point dwelling on it. At the end of the day, it's done and dusted now. We know what the areas that we needed to address. We've addressed some of them. We haven't addressed all of it. It's disappointing, but like I said, there's nothing we can do now. As fans, all we can do is get behind the team and try and support Ole and the boys as best we can throughout the season.
Well, one of the outs that happened, it was a big one as well. It was Romelu Lukaku. And Solskjaer touched upon that as well. He said, it was time for Rom to go. We got a good deal and he's happy. Rom was injured in this pre-season. I hope he gets a good start at Inter Milan. He's one of the top number 9s, and when you want to play with that kind of striker, but we have a different attacking setup this season. Do you think then he's kind of indicating that Mason Greenwood is going to get that good run of games and that he deserves, really, doesn't he?
First of all, Lukaku definitely wasn't injured.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't, no.
But yeah, staying on Lukaku just before we come on to Greenwood, when we signed him from Everton, I was buzzing because I felt like we had a proper striker in there.
I think everyone was, wasn't he?
I was absolutely delighted, but unfortunately, it just hasn't worked out for him, and I don't think the way he conducted himself throughout the summer was great, especially with the whole Anderlecht thing. But like I say, it's done and dusted now. We've parted ways. I hope he does well at Inter. And coming on to Greenwood, definitely opens the door for more opportunities for him. I don't know whether we'll see him start centrally when he plays. I think he might play off the right a bit more. But we've got a lot of games this season.
So if you were, say you were the manager, Ryan, where would you play Mason Greenwood? Because arguably his best position is up front. But obviously Marcus Rashford seems to be filling that void. And Solskjaer has indicated that he will do that throughout the whole entire season. Would you like to see Greenwood up front this season?
I would. I mean, I think he will get some opportunities up there. Because obviously we've got a lot of games this season with the Europa League. But my feeling is if he's going to feature in the Premier League, due to the limitations we've got on the right as well, I feel like he's probably better suited to getting minutes there. Whereas in the cup games, you can probably look at playing further down the middle.
So we'll wrap it up there, folks. It was just a quick video to update you on the Solskjaer press conference. Be sure to tune in to the watch along on Sunday, and we will be live at Old Trafford with some fan cams as well. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys very soon.